Eh. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Amber Rose, also known as the Religious Hippie. You can basically follow me on any social media platform, or you can go straight to my website at thereligioushippie.com. So today's a little bit of a different video. I filmed one of these almost like 2 years ago now. It's been a while, but I decided to redo one because you guys kind of liked it and I thought it was more interactive. It was kind of fun. Doesn't really have anything to do with Catholicism, but I am going to be answering and Max is going to be reading your assumptions about me. So that's what we're doing today. So without further ado, what do we got?
Okay, first one. You are extremely young, Smol.
I mean, extremely young. Define extremely young. I'm not a baby. I mean, I'm not a teenager either. I'm gonna be 24 in April, but I am very small.
That's true.
That is true.
Okay, next one. You love Taylor Swift? Question mark? Question mark?
Well, okay, I don't love Taylor Swift, but some of her music is actually pretty good. And it's kind of nostalgic for me, especially like her Fearless and Speak Now albums, because Fearless came out when I was like a teenager. And so I was just like, this is my jam. I don't have a boyfriend, but this is great. I love that.
Next one. That you're either an INTJ, INFJ, or ENTJ.
What is that? Like the...
So they're like different personality types. It's pagan.
Am I going to now take the Myers-Briggs personality test to see if this person's accurate or not? Yes. Did I just spend 10 minutes taking the Myers-Briggs test to see what kind of personality type I am?
Unfortunately.
Yes. I am a mediator. I am an INFPT. Mediators are poetic, kind, and altruistic people, always eager to help a good cause. Well, that's nice. I guess I am like that. I am not extroverted. Oh, no, it says I'm 73% introverted. Okay. Yeah, that's accurate. Sorry, continue.
I bet the person who commented this is saying like, oh, I knew it. This is just astrology for people who like science.
There's your answer.
You like cats.
How could you tell? I only have 3.
You're nice.
Am I though?
Not really.
Yeah. I just, slave labor. Father Nathan would care to disagree though. He thinks I'm like awesome, so.
You have a beautiful soul.
Thank you.
Thirst trap for trads.
No comment.
That you make friends super easily because you are so sweet and awesome.
Am I sweet and awesome? Maybe. But no. No, I am 100% an introvert. So making friends for me is extremely difficult. They have to come up to me and initiate conversations, but it's very hard for me to make friends because my circle is so small. Because in high school, I was burned a lot by a lot of people, and so I like to keep my circle very tiny. And it only really has like 5 people in it. And, I like it that way.
You look like Habe bad temper, but maybe not.
Yeah, I'd never get angry. I don't get angry. I'll get irritated at times, but I've never like lost my temper with anybody per se.
You may be a coffee addict, just an assumption.
No.
You want to have big family, lots of kids, and homeschool them.
Yes, I do. I mean, I will have as many kids as God gives me. God willing, I have kids. But I've always wanted kind of like a bigger family. So, yeah.
You like cupcakes more than just a slice of cake.
No, and I'll tell you why. The main reason why is because cupcakes have too much frosting on the top. I know you're supposed to cut it in half, put it on top, and like squish it. Too much of a mess. I'm not doing that. If I can't eat the whole cupcake in one bite, if it's not one of those mini ones, give me just a whole slice of cake, because then there's custard in the center and then you get the icing, but you don't have to deal with like the hand part, where you have to touch it and the icing gets everywhere. Yeah, not the vibe. So yeah, I'd rather have cake. That's a long explanation, but it's fine.
You don't like ice cream and french fries as a combination.
I do, actually. I don't eat it all that often, but like Wendy's salty french fries with their Frosties are like really good. Are the seed oils going to kill me? Maybe.
You're a fun person.
Am I though? I mean, like, I like to have fun and I can be funny, but I don't really consider myself to be like one of those people where they're like,
yeah, we need to invite Amber because she's like the life of the party.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just the introvert. I usually just tag along and I'm there for support and to make sure people don't kill each other.
You're a criminal.
This is a Fed, isn't it?
You're someone using Catholicism to get followers, like most females. Yeah, most females.
Most females. No, I didn't even really plan on having this ministry. It was just kind of dropped in my lap by God, and I've just kind of been going with it ever since. But that was really funny.
You were prom queen at your high school.
I was homeschooled, but I feel like I would have had a really good shot at the homeschool prom queen if we ever had that. You know, maybe that's something homeschool groups should start doing, is having like prom. Just a thought.
You are in or just out of college?
I'm still in college. So I'm a junior at Liberty University online, and I'm studying graphic design.
You like skirts better than dresses.
Oh, that's kind of hard. Because with skirts, at least you have more variety. But with dresses, you don't have to pick out so many options. So you don't have to find like a top and a bottom that work together. The dress just automatically works. So it's like really simple. Honestly, I like dresses better though, to be honest. They're just easier.
You're actually a good student, just burnt out.
Why are you calling me out? Oh wait, actually this is assumptions about me, so they're supposed to call me out. Yes. I just burn myself out way too much with school because sometimes it's really hard doing online work and not being able to really contact professors and have that community that you would have at a normal in-person school. So it can be very tricky, but you know.
You spend more on iced coffees in a month than you do groceries.
No. I make my own coffees at home now, so I don't really have to spend money on iced coffees anymore. It's kind of nice, actually. And plus, I can make them the way I like them because a lot of the times I go to these coffee places and it's like 90% milk and like 10% coffee. And I'm just like, what is this?
I assume you had fun on Red Top Report?
I did.
You're in love with God.
You know it.
You seem like a sports person.
I'm too accident prone to be a sports person, and my attention span is not large enough in order for me to actually enjoy sports unless I'm there. The last sports game I went to was, it was a hockey game when my sister and her fiance came in. She treated us all to a hockey game around Christmas time, and it was very interesting. I loved seeing people like slam each other into the ice. It was very interesting. But I don't just like watch it on TV. I didn't even watch the Super Bowl this year. I was like, what? The Super Bowl's happening today? I'd rather make chicken nuggets.
You secretly want to open your own Catholic cafe and bookshop.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't think it's a secret.
I mean, I don't think so either. I would love it, but also I know how much work goes into that. And I can understand, like, I watch too many Gordon Ramsay fail videos.
The reverting to the Catholic faith was an easy process.
In some circumstances, yes, because I kind of just made that decision that I'm like, okay, I'm going to come back to the faith. So I had very black and white thinking in that area where it's like, if I'm going to revert back to my faith, I'm going to go all in or I'm not going to go in at all. And so I decided to go all in with my faith. I went and had my general confession, which I confessed the 8 years of whatever I went through. And then I was officially Catholic again. So in a certain way, I guess so. But when I think back, it took me a long time to get that general confession done. It took me at least like 4 months after I decided to revert because I didn't feel comfortable going to confession at my other parish that I was attending at the time. So when I started going to Cancius again, I had my general confession there instead.
You use the phrase Okie Dokie unironically.
Yeah, I actually do. I think it's cute.
That you're very outgoing.
No, I would say I'm very much so introverted, and in order for me to get out and make friends or to do any kind of social gathering, people really need to convince me to do it. I'm not that outgoing.
You're a hard-nosed Roman Catholic girl, and you work hard to live by the Bible.
Yes.
That you speak parcel-tooge.
No, Sundance is very Catholic. We had her blessed for like, you know how like some churches do animal blessings? Well, she's blessed, so she's a Catholic snake. Also, I don't like Harry Potter.
You weren't allowed to watch Nickelodeon, but you were a Disney Channel kid.
No, we didn't have either one of them. We had Discovery Kids and we had PBS Kids growing up. So I was raised on like Dragon Tales, Caillou, Cyber Chase, and those. And then I was also raised on Bindi the Jungle Girl, Zumafoob, and all of those.
Zumafoob?
Zuma.
Zaboomafoob?
Zavumafoob?
Zaboomafoob.
Zavoom. We'll just dub that.
That you'll eventually become a nun.
I think my boyfriend and I would have to disagree with that.
You rarely or never drink alcohol.
I don't drink on my own often at all. I usually only drink when I'm with my boyfriend or if I'm out with friends, I'll have like a drink or two. My favorite are like mules or gin and tonics. But even then, I just went out for dinner with a friend and I just got an iced tea. So just depends on the situation, who I'm with.
You only love Dunkin' iced coffee.
False. As much as I am the Dunkin' queen, I love my boyfriend's coffee much better. He always makes the best iced coffees, and I live by that.
It's true. I'm not sure. Maybe I assume you have a lot of siblings.
I actually only have one sister. She's older than me, and she lives in Washington State. She's an engineer. So
When people meet you, you're quiet and shy, but when they get to know you, they see you're quite talkative.
well, it's kind of hard to tell because it depends on the person and the vibe that I'm getting. Because if I'm in a group, then I'm very quiet and I'm very reserved. But if I'm one-on-one with somebody, I can get very talkative, especially if we start talking about a topic we both really like, or if we have something in common. That's how Max and I met.
She also talks a lot when she gets nervous. So.
Yeah, it's a nervous habit.
That you are more than likely religious.
How could you tell?
Your favorite YA book is Throne of Glass.
I hate that that's true, actually, though, because that was the one book where I was like, this is actually a good storyline. There really aren't like any sex scenes or anything in the books. And it was just a good series overall. Now, I honestly can't remember exactly what it was like. I think there is definitely some inappropriate stuff in there. But my sister has the book, so I don't have it anymore. I can't look back. But yeah, it was definitely one of my most favorite series and probably still is. I don't know. It's just really good. Oh, Ranger's Apprentice.
I read that one too.
That one was one of my favorites. I might put that one above Throne of Glass just because that one's nostalgic for me.
You love the Beastie Boys.
I don't love them, but there's this one song when I was in Venture Crew and we went all the way up to get certified in PADI scuba diving. And there was a song by the Beastie Boys and all of us would just like jam out to it and we would all sing the separate parts. So there's one song that has like a little nostalgic part of my heart. But I don't know any other Beastie Boys song outside of that one. So and I'm not telling you what it is because it's actually mildly inappropriate, so.
You read a lot, spend a lot of time in the outdoors, and work at home.
Yeah, actually that's pretty accurate, minus the reading a lot. I read a lot because of school. I don't necessarily read out of enjoyment. I want to change that a bit over Lent this year. I really want to, well, during Lent, I guess technically now, I really want to get more reading in, so. But I am outside quite a lot, and I do work from home, so, unless I'm babysitting.
You don't think I'm a Christian because I'm not Catholic.
No. False.
That you've entirely mistaken the teachings of Christ.
I don't feel like that's an assumption. I feel like that's not really an assumption, is it? I mean, I guess it could be taken as an assumption. But like I would say no. I don't know how to phrase that. But yeah, no. I'm fine. I don't know. Wow. Amazing. Well, guys, thank you so much for sending all of your assumptions in. Hopefully this was a fun video for you guys. I kind of like to break up the serious videos with some fun videos every now and then, so hopefully you enjoyed this. But with all of that being said, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.